All right, guys. So, welcome to the webinar. This is actually a re-record of the original webinar because somehow my mic was muted on the other side. But I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible so that I can release it to you guys. So, welcome to the pre-recorded Thursday night webinar. So, we just got back from an amazing trip in Fiji, and I just wanted to pretty much give you guys the basics of it: how to book, give you guys some good resort options, show you guys some suppliers, show you guys, just things that are usually going on there in Fiji, the airlines to use. I'm going to show you guys all of that. And so hopefully it won't take too long, but nonetheless, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen and then I'm going to reshare. And the last time I shared my entire screen and I clicked on the system audio button, and the thing did not it did not share my voiceover. So I'm gonna try this now. So when we let's see, all right, when we I'm just gonna, well, first, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you guys pictures and videos, and I'm going to try to go as fast as possible. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to log into some suppliers, show you guys how to put together the deals. I'm going to show you some tour operators. I'm going to show you all of it, okay? So when you arrive in Fiji, we did Fiji Airways. This is the line to go through immigration. So being a USA passport holder, we did not have to do anything extra as far as visas or anything like that. But we did need to of course, just wait in line a little bit, okay? And once we did wait in line, all right, those are some supplies that I didn't get a chance to check out. Once we did wait in line and we went through immigration, we had to come get our bags and then wait in this line here. And so this line here, when you get to the end, you have to actually put your bags on the bag scanner. So you got to get your bag scanned to get outside of the airport. And so this is what the outside of the airport looks like. Okay. And so we stayed at two different resorts. The first one was Sheraton, Fiji, Danaru, and then the other one was Marriott, Momi Bay. And so this is the Sheraton. Upon arrival at Sheraton, they give us a choice of apple juice or Fiji water. And hey, we're in Fiji, so we're going to drink the Fiji water. Okay. And so this is a tour of our two-bedroom villa that we had there in Sheraton. And I don't think that you guys can hear the video, so I'm going to kind of talk over it because, of course, we have a doorbell there, and it was a pretty decent size. It was like over 1,200 feet with two different rooms. Had a full-on kitchen. We wound up cooking dinner there. In one half of it, there's one king bed, and then on the other half of the villa, there's two twin beds and a whole different setup, like a whole family of maybe about, I would say, two, four, maybe 6 to 8 people can actually fit inside of here. If and then that's the sofa bed too, that little bed that's there. So let's just take a peek. Let's look at the rest of it. But it was pretty nice here. I should try it. Right? And so this is the other side. Those two beds, a full-on bathroom. They have a balcony in there. Pretty much the same thing that's in the other room. And then there's two different balcony areas, one on this side, and then there's one that's on my side of my room. So there's two different balcony areas. It's not even connected. Right. So I'm going to skip past through that. This is the room picture of one of the beds. That's the kitchen. And I'm sorry if the video quality is a little bit blurry. I actually recorded in 4K, y'all. I recorded in 4K, but when it came to uploading to Facebook, it was taking so long, like literally almost 24 hours. So I pressed that button and said upload a little bit faster. And this is the quality that I got. Nonetheless, we got something. All right. All right. So if you're there in the port of Danaru, there is a bus called the Bula bus. So Bula bus is $5 Fijian, so roughly about $2.50 US, $5 Fijian, and you can ride this Bula bus all day, or you could choose a few days day pass. I think it's like maybe 4 to 5 days. It's $35 Fijian for adults and kids that are 12 and under. They're 100% free. So that's awesome. But this is the Bula bus, and so it basically takes you all the way to the port. It takes you to all of the resorts that's there in the Donnaroo area. This little thing, it be going, okay. And so this is in Donnaroo, and when I was in Marriott Momi Bay is so huge that it has its own Bula bus. But the Bula bus at Marriott Momi Bay, you don't have to pay for. But this Bula bus here, since it goes outside of the resort, you do have to pay for it. But I think it's well worth the $5 Fijian, $2.50 US, right? Right. This is us leaving. This is the front of Sheraton, right? And then this is the Port of Donnaroo. So there's so many different shops and things to do that's over at the Port of Donnaroo. Pretty much pick your poison. If you're trying to, get a group together, this is a good place to have a welcome dinner. Hey, you can even rent your own Booba bus. Hey, right? So we kind of pretty much walked around the port a little bit. There's a lot of things to do out there, right? And so we also stopped at the hot bread kitchen. So I don't know what made me stop, maybe because I'm greedy. But I did find this hot bread shop, and so it looked like it was pretty busy. And so when we got there, they had a whole bunch of stuff, but I just told her I want whatever was local. And she said, "You want the most popular?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want the most popular." So she did give us 2 pieces of bread. Inside of the bread, it had like cream in it, and I thought it was like a colored butter, but it was more like a buttercream. So it's more like a dessert. But nonetheless, it was only $1.50 in Fijian dollars, so maybe about 75 cents right here. So this was 75 cents. All right. And so I got one for me, one for my daughter, and we also got a newspaper to see what was going on in the local area. All right. All right. And so after that, we did hop on back on the Bula bus and we headed back to the resort. And I'm sorry if there's background noise. I tried to record this in my room, but child, the video did not do what it was supposed to do. So now I'm in the lobby of the hotel re-recording. Right. And then this is Sheraton. This is what Sheraton, they have like a lazy river pool there. Sheraton is absolutely huge. We're going to try to talk a little louder. All right. Right. Sheraton also has a market that's there for shopping, getting local things. They got all of that all already. It's pretty huge. It's a huge property, right? And this is the other room that they have available over at Sheraton. Um, yeah, this is Sheraton is split up into two different properties. So they have the villa side, and then they also have the side where it's just like regular rooms. So this is pretty much like a regular room. You got your 2 beds, you got your ocean front, you got all of your different amenities. So this is what a regular room over at Sheraton Fiji Donnaroo would look like. All right. So you got your balcony out there and it's facing the ocean, so ocean fronts. All right, let's go back. So they have your regular amenities. They got your robe, tons of closet space. Each room comes with an espresso maker already in the room, already ready to go. So we got that. And so that's that. Like I said, property is huge, huge, huge. All right. And so this is them getting ready to do the water aerobics. Very beautiful property. All right. And so Sheraton Fiji does have a kids club. And so if tell your clients that the cost for the kids club is 10 Fijian dollars per hour. And at first I was like, paying for kids club, I don't know. But once I did drop my daughter off towards the end because we had extra room credits left in my room, I did see the difference in why they charge for that. So the staff will take the kids out of the kids club and around the property for like the fire dance and stuff like that. They will do that. And so the kids club is for kids that are 4 years and above, and I think it's like I think it's 4 to 12. And if the kid is younger than 4 years old, then the parent or the nanny, they must stay with the kid. Okay, and so this is just a list of activities that they have. So fish feeding, bowling, pass the parcel, head, shoulders, knees up, musical chairs. So they have so many different activities for the kids, and Isabella really enjoyed it. Right, and so this is the inside of the kids club. And so this is more of the little kids area that's over here. All right. Right, and we're getting ready to see the other side of it. But I do 100% think that it is worth the 10 Fijian dollars, which is about $5 US per hour. I do think that is worth it. And they do have a babysitting service. They just need to be know. They just need to know at least 2 hours in advance of the need of a babysitter or a nanny, and they got you covered. And so that was Grandma. That was her nickname, Grandma. Right. All right, and then so there's more pictures of the kids club. They also have water sports, and so let's go ahead and let's go out there. I was trying to show pictures of the pricing and stuff like that, but okay, it doesn't show up. This is the schedule for the day, right? Right, and then this is pretty much us walking back from the kids club, and then this pool here. This is like more of the smaller kids pool. There's other pools and stuff that people can use, but that's more of like a smaller kids pool. All right. They have a chapel. So we did hang out there near the chapel and did a few videos and just kind of worked out there a little bit. So for those travel agents that do weddings and stuff, it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I do have videos of it. I just didn't put it inside of here, and I should have. It just took so long. While they're on property, there's so many different events that they have going on. When we were there, we did partake in weave basket. I don't know, y'all get it, but we made purses. It's a weave making classes. Y'all, I don't know. Was it weave basket weaving class, a basket weaving class. So they taught us how to make a purse. So this is what it looked like. So yeah, it was not easy making those bags, but the staff were there to help us. All right. And so we're gonna kind of sort of hop over to our activity number one. So I do recommend doing the Fiji culture tour while you're there, and cultural village while you're there. And so when we got there, they kind of welcome us with song and dance, welcome us with song and dance. And then of course we just went through like the different parts of the village, just the different parts of the village, and the chiefs. This is where the chief stays at, and we went inside there. It's actually pretty big, and they're just pretty much telling us all about the culture of Fiji and just everything Fiji related. Speaking of everything that's Fiji related, when you arrive or your clients arrive into Fiji, they're probably going to say "bulas," Bula, and it's for hi, hello, how are you? You may also hear someone say "binaka" or "naka." That means thank you in Fiji. So that's VIN, so "binaka." All right. And so they showed us how they make fire. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right. And then these are some of the tools that they used to use back in the days. And they have the basket making. Y'all, I can't even think about it. Basket weaving here, and this is so unique how they do the things, how they dye things to make certain patterns. It's really cool. All right, and so this is how they catch the fish, and he was blowing the seashells so that we can hear the noise. It's calling everybody from the village. And then this is actually how they cook their food out there. So everything is cooked like in a fire pit like this. And so this is actually our dinner. It's under all of those banana leaves. It's like stuff that's in tuna oil, fish is wrapped in banana leaves. I thought it was just super cool. And of course, while you're there, there's tons of dancing. They do have kava. That's like the national Fijian drink, kava. So they do have that for you to taste there. I didn't taste it. Isabella tasted it. And then they have lots of fire dancing, lots of fire shows. It's pretty cool. It kind of reminded me of Hawaii just a little bit, a cross between Hawaii and Bali. All right, that's them. Right, tons and tons of pictures. All right, and so here, what I was telling you guys before. So all of the villas have a room, and so while we're there at the port of Dinner, they actually had a store there. So we picked up some things there, but there's also a store that's here, right at Sheraton. And it has so many different things in it. Like you really don't have to leave the property if you don't want to. So, child, I wound up cooking some shrimp pastas, some shrimp one day, shrimp and French fries the other day. Everything was there. Absolutely everything was there. And y'all check out the Fiji water. So y'all know how expensive Fiji water is back in the States. Well, they got a 6 pack liter. It's 21 Fijian dollars. 21 Fijian dollars for a 6 pack. Y'all, that's about 11 US. That's great. Okay. So I just wanted to show y'all that. Right. And then so this is the breakfast buffet over at Sheraton Dinner Room. So it's pretty expensive. It really is. All right. Let's see. This is the other area with the cheeses and the meat and stuff. Mushroom. That's some mushroom. All right, let's keep it going. All right, so now we are done with Sheraton Fiji Golf Resort and Sheraton Fiji Donnaroo Villas. They're kind of sort of on the same property, but they're split up. All right, so now we're on our way to Marriott Momi Bay. It is about 45 minutes away from the Donnaroo area. Um, as we get more towards the end, I'll explain why you need to be super strategic and where you're trying to position your clients at when you're coming to Fiji because location is everything. I'll explain it now why this is going. So Sheraton Fiji, uh, the resort, Sheraton Fiji Resort, it's literally around the corner from the port, maybe about 10, 15 minutes or so on the Bula bus. And so from that port, you literally do everything from that port. All right. So we had one too many lazy days in all honesty. So we didn't get a chance to go to go to any of the South Sea islands. We didn't get a chance to do anything. We didn't decide until we got to Marriott Momi Bay that okay, this is our last one of our last few days. We should probably do something. And so we had to travel 45 minutes from Marriott Momi Bay back to the port just to go to when we were already close. So you just have to be super strategic with what you're trying to do. But nonetheless, Marriott is an absolutely beautiful property. Absolutely beautiful. This is more on the Lux end. So if you have luxury clients, I would say place your luxury clients here. They would not mind the price tag, and of course with dinner and the foods and stuff, there's a price tag to it as well. Okay. I'll explain the difference. So when we were over near the port of General, there was like a seafood basket, like a grilled seafood basket, and it was like 225 Fijian dollars, which is like 100 and something dollars. Well, over here at Marriott, that same thing was like for 600 grams of meat. It was 600 grams of like the different seafoods. It was like 425 Fijian dollars, which is like $200. So I just said no, no to it, and we ate other stuff. And so upon arrival at this Marriott property, you do receive the beads, the shell beads. Okay, and so this is the lobby of the property. It is stunning, absolutely stunning. And there's a kids club at this property as well. I believe the kids club is free. We did not get a chance to go into the kids club because we were like super short on time. We had one too many lazy days, so we had to really get our life together and get dressed and get out. Right. So this is my lobby, and they have a welcome drink there as well. And so these are the villas that are there, like the more like the bungalows. It kind of reminds me of the Maldives a little bit. And so we got there more towards the evening when it was supposed to rain. But I know for sure that this water, when the sun is all the way up and sparkling, this water is like pristine. All right. And so this is one of the pools that's over there at Marriott Momi Bay. All right. And this is our room over at Marriott Momi Bay. So at each property, I did see two different categories of room. I saw the standard one, and then I saw the more upgraded one. So this is more of your standard room, right? Look at those bungalows, you guys. Look at the water. Look at the water. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. So that's the lagoon. They have for the water sports. They have kayaking, paddleboarding. They have jet skis. They got all of it at this property, right? And then this is the room tour of um, Lagoon View. This is like one of the villas, but it's not on the water, not exactly on the water, right? This is the same room. So this is kind of like Lagoon View, but it's like more like beachy versus like being directly over the water like a bungalow would, right? All right, so they have similar amenities there. All right, so while we're here, so at the port, if you or your clients want to do some island hopping, one of the amazing provider for island hopping is called South Sea Cruises. Okay, and I'll get more into that, but I wanted to show you guys. Liku Liku Lagoon, absolutely amazing. I think it's a must see when you come. We did not have a chance to go to Liku Liku resort or island. There's so many islands there, but we did not have enough time. Fiji has over 330 different islands that's there, so it's kind of like pick your poison. So while we were there, we did do South Sea Island as well as stay in the Danaru or Nadi area. So yeah, this is us. We dropped some clients off on the boat at Malo Beach Club. So I wish the video quality was a little bit better, but nonetheless, it was supposed to rain on this day. It didn't rain until later, actually. So this is Malo Beach Club, right? And so while you're there at whatever beach club that you're at, we did South Sea Island for full day. There's so many different things that's going on there. They do have a submarine that's there, and so we had a chance to jump on the submarine and see Nemo and all of his friends and stuff. Let me fast forward. Yeah, so it's a true submarine, right? And then this is South Sea Island. It doesn't even look real, but it was a little bit darker out there. All right. And so while they're there, they do have, traditional people there sing with song and dance. And we took tons of pictures. We had fun. All right. And so this is South Sea Island. Water is very, very pristine. All right. And then so my phone went dead, but it came back alive. So I want to give you guys an example of the different pools that's at Marriott Momi Bay and as well as, the cost. So over at Marriott Momi Bay, this is lobster bisque. It was 44 Fijian dollars, which is about 22 US dollars. So, it was delicious. It was absolutely delicious, and it was a really good portion of it. And then over here, I actually threw the broccoli up there, y'all, because the broccoli didn't come with it. This platter, actually came with the mahi mahi and the scallops on the side, and that was actually 66 Fijian dollars, so about 33 US dollars. And the broccoli was 14 US dollars, which was about seven. I'm sorry, 14 Fijian dollars, which was about seven US dollars. So I don't know. This Marriott Momi Bay doesn't have a price tag. I will say that, but it's an absolute beautiful property. All right. And then this is the dessert. It was 24 Fijian dollars, if I'm not mistaken. So about $12 US. All right. And so, of course, Fiji Airways, you do have access to the Fiji Lounge if you have a certain client booking certain levels, at the on the airplane, or you can always add it in, or your clients can actually add it in at check-in. But the lounge does have a lot of different foods, nice little sitting area as well. Our flight was 8 o'clock. It was 8 o'clock in the morning, so that breakfast really came in handy. It really, really did. All right. So that's pretty much gonna be it for the video. Now let's get to the bread and butter of this this what you call it, this thing, this webinar. All right, so it locked me out again, and that's fine. So let me make sure this thing is going. I pray it is, because ain't nobody got time for this redoing it again. Right. So Fiji Airways is a part of One World. So that is, if you're looking for them, you're probably going to find them inside of American Airlines, your American Airlines portal, or you will find them inside of your VAX portal. But yeah, right. And so if you're looking for good times to fly to Fiji, check this out. So over here, I did a whole search the last time and it wasn't working, but it's okay. Let's see. All right. So if you're looking for a good time to go to Fiji, I would just type in US to NAN, which is 90. And then if you're just looking for dates to go to throw out there for maybe a trip, you can do whole month. You could just go through each month, or you can do something like this. If you want to get fancy, you can do this right here. And then on your phone, if you do one way, it will normally show around about how much it is. But nonetheless, let's just search for February. All right. So they have nonstop flights from California, San Francisco, Los Angeles, Dallas, Texas, as well as Honolulu, Hawaii. So depending on where your client lives at, listen, you pick your poison. But we actually flew out of Los Angeles. So we flew from TPA Airport all the way to Los Angeles, and then from Los Angeles we flew to Fiji. Okay. And so this is going to be one way right here. So 368. And then you can choose this down here, coming back on the night. So it'll kind of be like these two prices right here combined together. And then you just choose find flight, and it'll tell you exactly what's the flight time. It'll tell you every single thing that you need to know about, the flight. All right. So it's going to be on Fiji Airways if you choose nonstop. Qantas also goes, but it's pretty much Qantas Airways operated by Fiji Airways, and look, the price is like way way extra, way too much, like almost double. Pretty ghetto, but nonetheless, that ain't my business. Another thing that I do want to point out is whenever you guys are flying, or whenever your clients are flying in, take a peek at this. So there is a major time difference, okay? Major time zone difference. So the flight is only 11 hours, but when you get there, there's going to be like 2 days later. So we're flying out on February the 1st. That means we're going to get there on February the 3rd, okay? So let's do this. Let's use this in American Airlines. So we're going to say LAX. Let's see. LAX over to NAN. All right. And then the dates are going to be February the 1st. So whenever you're booking clients in, just be careful with the day. You don't want to book a 6-day trip right here, 6 days here. You need to book them 2 extra days on the front end, because when they get there, it's going to be 2 days later, if that makes sense. All right. So February the 1st through the 9th, to travelers. Let's search. It's a searching. All right. So the flight is going to be leaving at 10:35 out of LAX, and it's going to be getting there at 5:45 in the morning on February the 3rd. Okay. And some people may think that Fiji is like super expensive or not even accessible. Like, no, you just gotta find the deals, okay? So let's go ahead and take it all the way to 4, because that's just what we do. All right, so 4, so there's so many different resources there. When I was in the Donnaroo area, I did notice, of course, I noticed the Sheraton. I noticed that Hilton was out there. I noticed that Sofitel was out there. I noticed that Intercontinental was out there. There's so many different hotels that are out there at Donnaroo. but I did not get a chance to visit all of them. I literally only visited 2 different properties. Right, so they have the Radisson Blue. I did notice that one that was out there. Hilton Fiji Beach Resort. This is the one that well, there's actually 2 of them here. You see how it says Sheraton Fiji Beach and Golf Resort and then Sheraton Donnelly Villas. These are actually the same property, except the property is split into 2 villas on one side and the regular resort hotel rooms are on the same side. But the villas share the same exact amenities, the same exact pools. They share all of those, if that makes sense. All right. So let's see. There's Sofitel. Okay, so there's really no need to go all the way through. You guys already know American Airlines is $200 per person deposit, and one of the I believe at least one of the guests does need an American Airlines Advantage number. Okay, and they're gonna offer them pre-departure protection if they can afford it on the booking. Okay, but yeah, let me see. All right, let's go. Let's keep going. Let's hop over here to let's talk about transfers a little bit. So going into Fiji, we've never been before. Um, and so we did not know exactly who to book. So all we did was just come over here and we pretty much, went straight to the 4-star and above. But I noticed Epic right here on the Marriott site and it said CFC approved. And so I guess that's like some kind of government thing where they need like a special license or something. So I personally decided to go with Epic transfers. And when I tell y'all, Epic did not fail. They did not fail. It's a service that we paid for. So they showed up every single time. They were actually always on time. They were actually, before they were there, always before. They always had signs to let us know, that they're here, even at the airport, at the hotel. They had everything all set up, even picking us up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, oh my gosh, the town was so ghetto. But they were there. They were there. So I highly, highly recommend booking your clients through Epic or booking yourself through Epic if you're coming into Fiji. I did not try any other transportation provider. I did everything through Epic. Okay. And it did not fail. Okay. And so that's transfers. And so let's talk a little bit about tours. So tours when you're over in Fiji, let's see, you can just come over here and type in Nadi, Nadi, Nadi Tours, tours. I'm just typing Nadi Fiji. Nadi Fiji. All right. Well, I didn't say this one, but let me see this. Thanks to doing Fiji, let's go to Fiji tours. And when we get to Fiji tours, we're gonna unclick Epic. And then I'm gonna go all the way down straight to this one, 4 stars and above. And normally I would click this right here, they're likely to sell out, but for whatever reason for Fiji, that's not clickable. But look at this. So there's a lot of different tours out there, but the ones that I did notice that were at the hotels, I tend to lean more towards the ones that are the suppliers, not necessarily purchasing there at the hotel, but the suppliers that are there at the hotel, because it kind of sort of means that they're vetted a little bit. So I'll tell you a few of the suppliers that I noticed that were there at the hotels. Okay. So of course, South Sea Cruises. So this is exactly who we use to go to South Sea Island. All right. So they got Mala Mala Beach Club, Culture Village. This is the tour that we went on to see for the Culture Village tour. So right there. So here's South Sea again. They have Rosie. I don't know anything about them. Captain Cook Cruises. They were there as well. Captain Caruso was there as well. Let me see. I didn't get a chance to do any ATVs or anything like that, but I would have loved to if I had enough time. Let's see. So many of South Sea Cruises. Here's Rosie Holidays. So in Fiji, Rosie Holidays is really, really big. I didn't get a chance to do any tours with Rosie Holidays, but they're like everywhere. Like they had posters and stuff like literally everywhere. So hey, check out Rosie Holidays over here on the Viator side, right? But yeah, I think that is it. And then if you are interested in what things that South Sea has, because you can pretty much do island hopping in Fiji just solely using South Sea cruises. Okay, so I would say if you want to go to Mala Mala Beach, I would say in Google, type in Mala Mala Beach, South Sea cruises, and then it'll come up in Viator. So all of these over here, right? So hopefully everything went good over here. Everything is still recording. Hopefully, fingers crossed, everything is still going good. But um, but yeah, I think that I pretty much said everything. Um, Hello once again in Fijian is Bula, Bula, and thank you or thanks is Vinaka or Naka. Don't forget about the Bula bus. Over at the hotels, if you're booking any of these hotels, please reach out to the hotels via email and actually see how much of a resort fee, not a resort fee, but how much of a deposit that they're charging, because I believe it was Sheraton that was charging 100 Fijian dollars per night. I actually think both of the properties charged 100 Fijian. Well, actually, I believe Sheraton charged 200 Fijian dollars per night, and maybe it was because I was in a villa. So when I got there, I had to pay an additional 1,000 Fijian dollars, which was maybe about $500 as a security deposit. So that's super important to tell clients. It was nothing I can do. I was already there. But yeah, at Sheraton, I did wind up paying 200 Fijian dollars per night, and then over at Marriott Momi Bay, I believe it was 100 Fijian dollars per night, but I had a regular standard room. So maybe for the higher category room, there is a higher security deposit. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed the webinar. If you guys have any questions about Fiji, you can post it to the Facebook group. You can text me on it. Listen, I got you. But until our very next webinar, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.